It was a frigid 11-degree morning when we finally left the Northwest. Ooh, it's a little chilly up here in Seattle, but we're finally getting out of here and headed for warmer weather. Here in Anaheim, it's almost 70 degrees and it feels just like heaven. And it's awesome to be back at NAMM after so much time, almost 6 years for me. Super excited to check out this year's new gear. Let's get inside. Our first stop is Nord, as they are debuting the Nord Electro 7, 61 key, 73 key, and 73 HP series of keyboards. We got there just as Glenn was starting to play, and he is always such a monster player. It's always great to see him play in any venue, especially here at Nord. But the big news of the show was actually what was quickly becoming known as Pitch Bend Gate. Nord's initial release of the Electro 7 series keyboards, as well as all the boards here at the show, didn't include a pitch bend or a mod wheel. The user base responded loud and clear, and they were pissed. And then, in one of the most responsive manufacturer reactions I can recall, Nord announced that all the keyboards that will be shipping will in fact include a pitch bend and a mod wheel for the 73-note versions. Sadly, not the 61-note versions. The 7 already builds on a successful 6 with tons of impressive features, and the new HP Kawaii key bed is just a joy to play at the top of the price range. Next, it was off to the Viscount booth, as well as some spectacular performers. They were debuting their Legend 1 series of keyboards, both the 61-note and the 73-note versions, as well as debuting the new LM series of keyboards, both in 61 and 73-note keys. This allows you to add a lower manual to either the 61-note or 73-note key models. The Legend 1 boards are surprisingly lightweight, 22 pounds for the 61-note model and 25 for the 73. Semi-weighted waterfall keys, legendary Viscount organ sound. Both the Legend keyboards sounded great, felt great to play, and it's nice to see another competitor in the stage keyboard market. Next, we headed on over to the Studiologic booth to catch Alessandro Pidre just killing it on the new Studiologic Num XP GTS. This thing is just beautifully made, gorgeous metallic finish. The fully graded wood key bed combines hammer action, ivory feel and escapement, and aftertouch. This thing is a joy to play. Amazing effects, a synth engine, an audio interface, all round out this impressive and powerful keyboard. Next, we headed over to Hammond, and they were showing off their brand new XK7 and XK7D digital organs. These now feature 6 physical mechanical contacts per key for an enhanced vintage feel, dedicated top panel controls for key click and leakage. The 7D is a dual manual console style system, while the XK7 is a portable single manual unit. We stopped by Kawaii to check out the new GX and K series pianos, as well as the new NV12 digital acoustic hybrid. But the star of the show was the CR45 Crystal Grand. This was a fully plexiglass piano that proves it can sound as resonant and full as its all-wood partners. From there, it was time to move on to Kurzweil and check out their new K2061 and 2088s. These are their fairly new synthesizers, only been out for a little while, and it was great to spend a little time with them. But we came to see the star of the show, and that's Kurzweil's brand new SP8. This is their brand new stage piano, and it really does impress. This replaced the SP7 that was released back in 2022. 2 gig of factory sounds powered by their FlashPlay technology. and an audio input with effects for external sources, instrument, or mics. The keyboard felt amazing to play. Cory is just such an amazing player, and so cool to run into Stevie along the way. But now we're at the Korg booth and we're checking out the Kronos 3. This was out late this last year, but some big updates: an 8-inch touchscreen, 9 sound engines, 3 gig of RAM, 128 gig of storage space, just a ton of new sounds, and a great overall flagship keyboard. But I think the thing that made the biggest splash was probably Korg's new Phase acoustic synthesizer. This thing has 8 independent electromechanical steel resonators combined with traditional synthesis, in addition to polymetric rhythm sequencers and modulation to create an enormous variety of sounds. The AMS Leviath is an absolute tone-shaping beast of a synthesizer. It's a 60-voice algorithmic synthesizer, 61-note synth action keyboard, as well as a tabletop module option, polyphonic aftertouch ribbon controller, a track sequencer, 7 oscillator modes on arpeggiator, tons of effects, and the CB gate I/O. It's got a 32-slot modulation matrix. There is just a ton of stuff here to get completely lost in, and we did. And of course, we couldn't wrap up the show without stopping by the Yamaha booth to see what they had this year and to say hi to our buddy, the YC, and also to our buddy Blake Angelis from Yamaha. He was telling us about a new software and firmware update for some of the M series keyboards, which unifies the entire system as a whole and allows you to take sounds from one set of keyboards to another set because they all share the same unifying software now. This adds a ton of live show and gigging capability. So for example, if you have a heavier montage M at home, but you want to gig with your ModiX M8, for example, you can take that out on the road and share sounds effortlessly between the two systems. What an amazing first day, and it's just literally impossible to get to everything, but so many incredible players, incredible gear, amazing keyboards, and in our next video we're going to cover studio gear. So stay tuned for that. For the time being, like and subscribe if you like the video. We'll catch you in the next one.